Hey, welcome to the show. Today is November 15th, 2016. In this week's news, we have Petapixel featured new 55, but they didn't actually mention them. So there's an article on Petapixel about someone shooting Iron Man portraits on Polaroid film, and that's all they said, Polaroid film. It would be nice if a photography website giving news and articles and reviews would actually know that it was new 55 and give them the credit they deserve, not only the photographer but the company and the customers who are reading, or just viewers who are reading Petapixel, especially considering the new 55 has a Kickstarter running right now and they need funds and they need the word to be spread. So it would be nice. It probably would have helped them quite a bit. Maybe they still wouldn't make it, which they have like 2 or 3 days left. Hopefully they'll make it, but right now they're not doing so well. Also, we have Cinestill with an update. They finally moved away, or at least I didn't find it on Indiegogo, and now they've moved to this thing called backerkit.com, and I'll leave the link below, but there you can pre-order and order more film that they're producing, the 120 and the 4x5. You also should check the shipping details or your personal details with them if you did back the original project, so they know where to send their film, as the packaging is already getting done and they'll receive the film and start shipping as soon as possible. So definitely check it out. If you want to buy some film, you still can. It's a pre-order and you'll get it delivered, I think, before the end of the year. This is actually not really still photography, but it is related to still photography. As you know, Kodak is the major producer of color film, and they are doing color film because the movies are using color film. If Hollywood or whoever is making movies stops buying that, I think we would have a lot of trouble finding still film like Portra or Ektar or any of those emulsions. So Kodak has been investing on ensuring that you can develop and buy film. They came out with a Super 8 camera, and now they bought a lab in London, and now they installed in that lab, I think, a 65mm processor. 65mm is medium format film to make movies. Quentin Tarantino and some other directors have used it. It's really expensive, but it gives an amazing look and depth of field. Of course, the image is much bigger. And it's nice to see Kodak has this available in Europe now for people shooting this kind of documentary or movies with this format. So hopefully we'll see more color film in the future and it won't die. Also on Kickstarter is a book called Darkroom Secrets. It's a little book that they've come out with. It basically has all the formulas and information you could need from the beginning of photography till today. As you know, lately, digital is the new trend, and all the books and publications are usually digital. And these people have gathered all the information out there and have come out with a book. If you're interested in purchasing it, I'll leave the link below. I think it's worth a read, just in case you like changing things or mixing your own chemistry at home. There's also the Darkroom Cookbook, which is a really nice book if you want to buy it. But this one, could be an alternative with different formulas, maybe different perspective. So check it out if you like it. Also on Kickstarter, we have Stearman SP-457, which is a daylight tank for 5x7 film. He already made the SP-445, which is a 4x5 film processor for 4 sheets of film. And now he's come out with a 5x7 and he's doing a Kickstarter. This tank uses a very small amount of chemistry, and the changes in the 5x7 is that the lid is symmetrical, so you can place it one way or the other, and that in the light holder and the film holders have holes in them to help with chemistry moving inside the developing tank when you have your film in there. So definitely, if you like the 445, check the 5x7 if that's what you shoot or you think you might shoot. Help him out, try to get this product out there as soon as he can. Also, something I already talked about, but just in case, is Bergger's coming out with a new 35 and new 120 film of their Pancro 400. It's not a new film. They already had it in 4x5, 5x7, and 8x10, but now they will have it available in 35 and 120 format. So if you shoot 35 and 120 and you never tried this film, it's a good chance to try to get your hands on it. It's still not available, but they have been dropping on their Facebook and other social media banners and adverts about it. So hopefully before the end of the year, they'll have it available and we'll know what the price is. Also, Ferrania has given updates on their website and on their Kickstarter. They've been cutting the master roll into smaller rolls, and they've also been sealing the sides of the base of the film, which makes it stronger. It's very interesting. You can see there's videos and there's information on their website and the Kickstarter. As you know, their weekly updates are keeping us all happy with their project and showing us the behind the scenes of what it means to remake slide film at Ferrania. So when they do end up having the product available for people to purchase, we'll all understand what's behind it. Impossible Project has announced that they came out with the app for the i1 for Android. So all those Android users that wanted to buy the camera and want to use it now can. Before, it was an iPhone only app, and sadly Android users couldn't use the camera because, if you don't know, they came out with this camera that has to be used with a smartphone. So now you can use either or Android or iPhone to change the settings on the camera and use Impossible Project film. Italian camera maker Ghibellini came out with a P8x10 camera. This camera has geared movements on every single movement as far as I know. It's a lightweight camera. It folds down to like a field camera. So if you like using precise adjustments and you like the gear, you probably should check it out on their website. It's still not updated, but they do have information on their Facebook, and you can also send them an email. Supposedly they're available already, so there's no price yet, but you can email him and he'll probably let you know. And last is something that's not news, but I think it's an interesting project and most viewers probably would like seeing this. It's called Film Objektiv. And this is a project from a photographer in California who had quite a collection of cameras that he didn't know what to do, either to sell them or do something, but he wanted to spread the word on people shooting film. So he came out with a website, which is this project for camera rentals. He rents them in a month or 2 months at a time, and the prices are extremely affordable. For example, Mamiya 7 II with a lens is $275 for a month rental. He still is figuring out the insurance, and meanwhile you have to put a down payment as an insurance of a pretty big amount, basically to cover the cost of the gear you're renting. So check it out, depending on what you want to rent. Either it's a 35mm body or it's a medium format system. The price for the down payment is bigger or smaller. Then once you rent it, there's another side to the story. Why is it so cheap? It basically, he recommends that you make 100 words about your experience using the camera and send him 5 images at least for him to make a blog post. If you don't do this, he'll give you a penalty, very small fee, still affordable if you want to not write or not share your pictures. He also says if your pictures don't come out, you should share it with him so we can all learn about it. He also has a few articles about different film emulsions, so you can check out what you want to use or buy if you're new to film. So if you are in the United States of America, he won't do it in Canada or Mexico or any other country but the States because of shipping. You can check it out. You can rent a camera, try it out for a project, or just because you want to buy it and you want to check it out before, as nowadays most rentals don't have analog cameras. Well, that's all for this week. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any information, send me a link to the email below. See you next week.